sterling silver.
That piece is kind of almost a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's not one of those pieces you will see it repeat. You will have to buy it on eBay for more money. Yeah. That's all I can tell you.
There you go. Alrighty, well, we have some fabulous anniversary specials on some of our new pieces done in the pear, in a fancy cut, beautiful pear shape. So we have this in the fabulous pendant that's gonna come along with the 18-inch sterling silver necklace, and that's $59.90. Whoa. That's an incredible value. 4 flex pays on the pendant. That's $14.98. And then we have the matching ring, which we have, I wanna make sure we still have all sizes. Can you double check on that for me? Because I know both of these pieces, that ring at $69.90 and the pendant at $59.95 have been incredibly popular on hsn.com. So the ring we do still have all sizes, but limit it in 5 through size 10 across the board. Tell me about this new ensemble here.
Well, you know, not everybody like that very ethnic looking, but people would like to start collecting. See, jade didn't even come to the Western world till the turn of the century, the late 18th century, when Tiffany and Black brought it in because they brought it in from Asia, carvings, and they make jewelry because the Chinese metal workman is not as beautiful as the Western style. So they brought it in, they made it very popular, and the couture houses in Paris, Cartier, I'm telling history, I'm not advertising any companies, right? And they realized when something, back in those days, it is so vogue, it's from foreign land, and it is very popular. Then Cartier really had made a run for it. It became the most popular jewelry. So that's Belle Epoque and Art Deco period. So that is the height of jade. And all those pieces that you bought in those days had gone up a few hundred times. I remember that before they would sell a ring for maybe a few $100s. Now they're all in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah. And especially those whimsical look, like those temples, the Buddha, and all these very Asian inspired look. It was very chic and very vogue then. Those things price went crazy. Like on my Jade of Yesteryear Facebook, I have a small little piece of a garden with bamboos and temples and everything. A small piece, it went for $1 million. My goodness. Yeah, went for $1 million. I'm sure back in those days, a few $1,000s. Yeah. So it is the most sought after jewelry. And then after that period, there's a period of dryness, and nobody else makes jade anymore in that elaborate way. I guess there is web.
Website?
Not a website. I get my senior moments sometimes. He had his jewelry. It's very sought after.
Okay.
Yeah, his last name's Webb.
Anyway. Okay. Yes.
It's also in tens and 20s and of thousands.
Yes.
A few years back. Yes. Now it's getting into the 100,000s also. So jade jewelry, it is something very important. It is not just a culture. It is not just a stone. Well, it's a stone from heaven. It is. It is. When the Chinese feel, when you wear a piece of jade, that shows that you come from the elite class.
Yes, and this is definitely a perfect example of that, in a wonderful size and fancy cut, and very affordable with the 4 flex pays. I mean, almost. Right. You bet. That's a 14 by 10 millimeter in both of these.
And see how heavy that.
The amount of metal in there.
Exactly.
Is